So later in the day, what I do is go out in the kayak and I look for fish, and came in the shore and was sitting there with my binoculars just watching to see if there was any fish action, and I saw the two girls. So I was watching what they were doing, and I actually heard the shark hit. And then the girls were in the water, so I was watching, and then I heard the screaming for help. So I had already locked my kayak up, so I went and picked it up and just sprinted out. About halfway, I called 911, and they already had the call. So I just kept going, and when I got there, one of the girls was off to the side. The one boat was partially submerged, and the girl was in the water. That's the boat that has the shark bites. And so I collected the other girl, we got together, and then I worked on the boat with the shark bites to get her in it. At that point, I really didn't know it was a shark attack. After the girls were pretty much in shock, and as you would guess, pretty hysterical. Anyway, after a few minutes, she said, well, he's going to come back, he's going to get you. And that wasn't going to happen. I said, we'll get you in the boats, we'll stay, helps on the way, and just basically calm them down, and said, he's not going to get me, and I'm with you. They were off the point. See the rock with the birds?
Yes.
Take that out, maybe at least 100 yards beyond the point.
Oh, wow.
Okay? So, at high tide, it was a sprint. One was in the water when I got there, but I got her in the boat. I was able to, that was the one with the bite in it, and it had the flotation in the bow, so the bow was up. So I was able to get it turned, get some water out, and then get her in it. So her body was inside, but she was holding onto my boat. My daughter is the same age, basically, as their daughter, as the girls, Ida and Kristen. And my daughter watches Shark Week all the time. So naturally, she was calling me last night, so I had to hear my story. But of course, I'd never experienced a shark before. We used to, hunt for dogfish, fish for dogfish when I was young, and just as a matter of fishing, okay, which is very short, okay, maybe 2 or 3 feet long, but of course, nothing like this. It was big, judging by the bite size. When you hear a story like that, you're like, okay, all right, maybe, all right, but. After about 10 minutes being with them and listening to them, and then when I turned the boat to get the water out of it, I saw the bite marks. This is for real. They're very appreciative.
Do you feel kind of like a hero?
I don't. I really don't. I feel for them because they're the ones that saw it, and they're the ones that had the experience. It's not hero. I didn't, pull them to rescue. I stayed with them. So, it's nothing that anybody really wouldn't do. We all have things that happen to us, but to sit on a beach and have that is, who'd have thought it? And if I had been fishing with my friend, I wouldn't have been here. So it goes to things happen for a reason.